brief introduction? I mean, your background and what you are doing for your living, so to give an idea of who you are.
Okay. I'm a viola player. I studied in the Conservatory of Brussels and Mons, the French part of Belgium. And in Mons, I met Guy Vanoise, Benoît Douchy, Hervé Douchy, all those big old names of musique ancienne, of old music. And so it was really inspiring. And that's there I took my first steps on the Baroque viola. And then I took a lot of private lessons with Kuijken. You know Sigiswald Kuijken of La Petite Bande?
Mm-hmm.
His daughter, Sarah, she's a viola player. So I did a lot of private lessons with her also, and I continued with Benoît Douchy, with Hervé Douchy, with Guy Vanoise, and so I built up
That's,
my.
that's wonderful. And you also teach viola, modern or
Well,
baroque?
no,
No.
no, 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 no. So I did a lot of years in conservatory. I think 7 years in total. I also did chamber music and solfège and all those things. But I always had also an interest for human science. And after conservatory, I played on modern, and I did other studies. I did, in human science. I did a bachelor in human science, and I continued still to have a degree to work in education. I'm not a teacher. I am a coordinator of my school. I have to coordinate children who have problems like dyslexia or psychological problems, social problems. I have to try to find solutions and to coordinate this on the level of the school. So I'm not working with them to solve their problem of mathematics, but I find solutions with the teacher, and then they do. You see, so I'm
Yes.
like the helicopter.
Mhm.
And because my director, she knows that I'm a musician, I also teach music in my school. I don't think that music gets them better in results, but it gives them another way to express themselves, and it gives them another way to be good at something. If you're not so good at mathematics, maybe you're good in music, or maybe you can sing well, or maybe so. The problems in school are too complex to just. It would be naive to think with only music I can solve them. No, it's a mix of poverty, of other languages, of maybe not always a good home environment. So yeah, it's a complex mix.
Mhm.
Not for all my students, but for a lot of them. So that's what I do. Next to my job as a musician, I don't play at all the modern viola. I work every day almost on 4 instruments. So when I come back from school, I try to work 3-4 hours. I play harpsichord, and I play my viola, of course. Spalla now, and viola d'amore. So it's a bit much. So when I don't have a project on the viola, I can leave my viola for some days and just focus more. Now I focus on Spalla and viola d'amore because I have the project on Sunday. Last week I put my focus on the viola, so I try to shift a bit, but at least 3 instruments a day.
Wow,
So
that's an involvement. Did your first interest with the Spalla started?
that was with Hervé Douchy, the
No,
cello player.
no.
He's a great Baroque cello player, brother of Benoît Douchy, my violin viola teacher. Those are big names in the Belgian old music scene, and those are very generous and very kind people in their 50s and 60s, so a bit older than we are. And so I did stage during summer, and he was doing with his cello class. He was learning the cellists to play with a belt and to do a procession, to walk in the street and to play like a pavan, and they play hand not like this but like this, and so he said, "Oh, Els, you play viola. Don't you want to come with us and play a spalla?" So, "Oh yeah, I don't know what it is. Just give it to me. I will try." So he just built himself his little spalla. He took a little cello. It was with 4 strings, so a little children cello. And so I put it on a belt, and I just went along. But so that was my first impression, and it was kind of difficult because I was always bumping into myself. It was not so, but it was nice, and it always stuck in the back of my head. But it was the moment who I met also for the first time the viola d'amore. So I had to choose, or I go for the viola d'amore or I go for the spalla. And at that point, I chose for the viola d'amore because they already asked me to play Bach, St. John's Passion. So, and I played concerto in Re majeur, the Vivaldi. And so I chose at that point the viola d'amore. But it always stayed in the back of my mind. I have very good musician friends, and I talked with him about it. It's a cellist, Pascal. And then it was he who found you. So Pascal, he brought me to you. He said, "Oh, go and look there." Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I contacted you, and then you know the story.
Yeah.
And since I've met a lot of colleagues who tried the Spalla, cellists mostly, I've got only positive reactions. Mm-hmm. And they are all very, they all say, "Oh, nice, beautiful instrument, beautiful sound, also beautiful aesthetically. Yeah, it's a beautiful instrument."
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of it. I talk to a lot of people about it. Yeah.
You once told me that you also showed it to your father, who is also a musician.
Yes, composer, harmony teacher. Yes, he loves it. He loved it very, very much. But he's a man of very few words. So, and he was really interested in the Spalla because of the sound and because of the size, and it sounds like a cello. It has the same tessiture as a cello. So he is interested as a composer,
He could hear a different voice from a normal cello, but still interesting.
Of course, yes. And I have a lot of discussions with Pascal, with other cellists about the Spalla and his historical role, and some people want to read your book. The discussion I have with colleagues cellists is about the function, and I'm not too extreme in it. It's not a cello. It's one of the family of the basses. But you can also play the bass part on a cello or a violone or something else. And it could probably be more like a tenor than a bass.
I totally agree.
Yes. So I'm not really extreme to like Sigiswald, who says, yes, cello suites van Bach, they are written just for Spalla, and I don't think so.
I totally agree. I mean, well, probably Bach had one at home, so he may have tried them on the Spalla as well, but I think he wrote them with a vertical cello in mind, at least the first 5. And
yes,
I also think that its role is like giving more colors to the continuo group. So being a new color for the continuo group, and not avoiding the other instruments of the continuo.
You don't have to think that all continuo parts now has to be played on Spalla. No, that's not what I think.
Also,
Yeah.
when Matheson writes on this instrument, you can do the best embellishment for the continuo. If he
Yes.
sees it as an instrument to play small notes on the continuo parts, it means that someone
Yes.
else is playing the big notes.
Yes. 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 So, but you asked me also to practice.
Yeah.
Well, I I now start every day with a scale
Mm-hmm.
and with the tuner, a scale with the tuner. So because I have a little bit the it's not a lot, but I have a little bit the tendency to play a bit too high on the Spalla. I
Ah,
don't know why, but not much, just a little bit. But I want to be really nice in tune because you are the bass, so you have to count on the intonation of the bass. Um, so I start always also to get to know my instrument every day to say hello and to find the sound and to
and
find the intonation. I start with a scale,
how do you tune
and
it?
then I
I mean, with which temperament you use to tune it?
for the Jung temperament Jung.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Um, and I do it slowly and then also fast to get used to play fast notes
Wow.
and in all kinds of rhythms and all kinds of liaisons, all kinds of bowings to get used to make the shift between all the strings in different kind of uh, and fast because it's important to work fast on this instrument because slow it sounds well.
Uh-huh.
It slow everything sounds well, but you just have to learn to play fast and to
And
make it respond. So I do my scale in fast notes.
how high are you
um,
going with the shifting of position?
Not too high. You have a lot of strings, but yeah. Why I paid for 5 strings, so I'm using the E string, eh? Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I always say the same. We have one
But
more, we
yes,
have to use it.
it's so nice. It sounds like viola da gamba.
Mhm.
I like it. I like the sound of the E string. It sounds a bit like a viola da gamba. So why not use it? Why go up and up if you have an E string?
I totally agree, yes.
So I work until fourth position, and so then it's too high.
Well, the sixth suite goes up to seventh.
Yeah,
And
that's for later.
yes, but that is the higher, I think the higher piece of repertoire that we have. So no need
Yes,
to
yes,
go
yes.
higher than that. I started practicing it because when people comes to our workshop to try the instruments, then they try and then they tell me, "Can you please play for me?" And I start playing for them, and then they start, "Can you play first suite? Ah, great. Can you play the third one? Can you play the sixth one?" So I had to know all the suites like like a
Yes,
jukebox.
yes, yes, yes. You know the Capricce van Dall'Abaco, but the son Dall'Abaco for
Hmm.
cello.
Hmm.
I'm working on the first one. It's so beautiful. And now I really want to make big, beautiful sound. Oh, it's nice to work on it. Because I will have I have a project for in May, and I will play really solo violoncello da Spalla. So I
Hmm.
would like to play one of the capriccios of Dall'Abaco. So, but it has to be really a beautiful sound.
Hmm.
But I'm also working on all the suites. Um, but I don't want to do just the well-known stuff. That's why I started with Dall'Abaco because it's less known and it's very interesting.
Yes.
Everybody plays the suites. I have to work on it because everyone has to be able to play them. But yeah, I like to play something that not everybody plays. If you have to play fast notes to get into the string and to have the string with you, directly a sound.
Fast notes are possible. just that you have to be in groups and not
Mm-hmm.
single notes. And this helps me a
What
lot. And
what I'm
but
going to try also is another bow. My
yes,
cello player in my group, she says, "Oh, I have a second bow, a quite heavy one. Just try once." So I'm going to try once another bow.
yes, I tried with a cello bow, and what I found is that it wasn't really helping for the fast notes because a cello bow is more balanced on the tip, while
Ah.
to be in control, we need to be more balanced in the hand. But it would be worth a try. I mean, there are many viola players that play with a cello bow, so why not? And
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
wanted to ask, did you ever tried with your D'Amore bow?
My D'Amore bow is my viola bow.
Ah,
And the viola bow, and I tried even with my modern viola bow last week. It's too floppy. It's too, no.
too floppy.
It's not hard enough. Not
Yes, I
It's
understand.
not enough tension. It's too no.
Yeah, I understand that. Mhm.
Even with the modern one, I tried with the modern one. I said it's heavier than a Baroque one, but no.
Yeah, I
It,
never
it,
liked to play on gut strings with a modern bow. It makes it more difficult, I think. And
yes, it was just for the experiment.
yeah.
So, and now I'm trying to find solutions in technique to, for example, when you want to play spiccato, I don't leave my string anymore. It seems that I'm playing spiccato, but I'm not leaving the string, because if you leave the string, it stops, and then you have to start all over again. And you don't have the time in fast notes. And on the high strings, it's not really a problem. Those are quite easy to play. To
Which strings are you playing with now?
a whole mix. I'm really experimenting. So mi la is plain good. Re is
Mm-hmm.
silk wound, and sol do are the Dimitri strings.
Mm-hmm.
And on the D, yes, I raised it a little bit. And the D string, I played long time with wound good, and it also works very well.
Mm-hmm.
Silk is a bit better to make the transitions between the Dimitri strings and the plain good. There, the silk is better in the transition between those two. It makes it
Yes.
more homogene. Um, but the wound good works very well. It's very beautiful.
Which repertoire are you playing for your concert on Sunday?
Quite late is rust.
Hmm?
It's quite late. It's German, quite late.
And
So
are you playing the continuo or a solo part?
yeah. No, continuo.
Haha.
Continue. But I also play viola d'amore on that concert, so I play several instruments. But I
And,
play one whole piece on the Spalla,
and you
along.
and you have so many fast notes and spiccato notes in the continuo part. I mean, you are
Um,
playing embellishment on the continuo part.
no, it's too late to make no embellishment. But I studied my part much faster than the soloist is playing. So now, yeah, the tempo is it's slower.
Okay.
So it's for viola d'amore and continuo. I play the continuo part with the teorbo.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Yes. Yeah, it's nice. Viola d'amore, teorbo, violoncello da spalla. So it's a nice mix. I'm trying also with the weight of my arm. Does it help if I use more weight? Not more pressure, but more weight. Um,
Probably yes. I think what doesn't help counterintuitively is if we want to speak every note, but just having more weight and being a slower bow and more in the string, that always helps, I think.
yes, but what I felt, so my really first rehearsal in group, it was so with viola d'amore, teorbe e violoncello da spalla. was that it was easier to make sound. And I said, yes, I was happy. It was really interesting. And I was really energetic again and hopeful. I said, okay, when I play with others, it doesn't seem to bother me, the little sounds, and it kind of melts well with the others.
Yeah.
So I was happy. What I find in the left hand a bit tricky is 3/4. It's quite far. 3/4. Yes. So what I do now, if you have to do sola, 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 then I do open string sola, 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 solas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
For years I used the fourth finger only if I had the sharp note, like sol diesis,
Yeah.
and then I moved to the open string for the A. Just recently I started to use also the fourth finger for the. Probably I moved a little bit the thumb uh,
Yes.
below the
Yes, yes.
third
You
finger,
can
so
you
yeah, it's easier to go farther with the fourth.
yes, but you can move the frame of your hand with your thumb.
Yeah.
Yes.
So probably
Yeah.
I instinctively did that. Also
Yes.
because it's now I think at least a couple of years that I don't practice viola anymore. So as I practice only the spalla when I practice, not every day, but my hand it's moving more on that shape. Just out of curiosity, how do you wear the strap? How do you use it? On the shoulder or below the shoulder?
No, below, below,
Below.
below.
Mm-hmm.
Like you told me. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes. Yes, I like this. It's too wobbly. No, I don't feel secure. Did you hear Sergei Malov play Spalla?
Yes.
Which strings does he use? Because he is a modern player. What does he use for strings? It
It
sounds so easy.
it changes strings every week. I show you. This is a message that Eve wrote me yesterday. He just wrote me back to Thomastic, but Spiro Core G and C for cello. Using normal cello strings, but using the C and the G of the cello on the G and the D of the spalla. As he shifts them on one position, oh, this camera is driving me crazy. If you imagine a
Yeah.
big cello, sorry, if you
Yes.
imagine a big cello and you stop it in fourth position with the thumb, you
Yes.
get the same length of the spalla. So the same length and with cello strings. So if you take normal cello strings and you shift them on the other note, I mean 1/4 higher, you get the spalla strings. Actually, the spalla strings are made the same as a cello set, light tension, but it's a cello set for the gauges. And so what he's doing, he's trying several brands of proper cello strings, and he uses the C and the G on the G and the D. And for the C, he
Yes.
still uses the Aquila synthetic string that you are using too. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I
It's a
wouldn't,
bit,
yes, I wouldn't say clean. It's even when you have it
but
really at
maybe
1 meter, you can see, you can hear all the, but it's him. I
yeah.
mean,
Yes. 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 Yes.
it's him, and he uses amplification, and he uses effects also. So he really needs all the possibilities of also the choppy sound, and he really likes the strings to be choppy. I think because his technique, his right hand technique, is so good that he wants choppy strings, and then he can make them beautiful. If he had only smooth strings, he, he didn't have the choppy part, which is a part of his
Yes, yes.
vocabulary. So he wants the wider vocabulary possible, and his writing technique is so good that he can play all the ways.
Yeah, I never heard him live.
It's an
Yes.
experience. I mean, if you have the occasion, just go, because uh, the first time I went to see him, it was in Nuremberg, and we arrived. I didn't know the program. He just told me, well, he tried your instrument when we were there. I had this instrument, just finished it, and I want him to try it, to have a
Mine.
feedback. Yes, your
Oh,
exa
yes.
exactly yours. And I want a feedback. I wanted a feedback, so I wrote him and I asked him, "Where are you in the next weeks? Where can I meet you?" And he said me, "I can be in Spoleto, which is Italy, or in Nuremberg." But Spoleto, it was really more far for us than not going to Nuremberg. So we went to Nuremberg. I didn't know the program, and when I arrived there, it was electronic Bach. And I said, no, I don't want an evening of electronic Bach. And then it was so interesting. I think really Bach would have enjoyed it, because what he does is that he uses the loop pedals and other effect
Ah,
pedals
yeah.
to make cadenzas between the movements. So at the end, it was a 1 hour concert with no any pause. I mean, he really played continuously for 1 hour, starting with the toccata e fuga, and then moving to the spalla, to the suites, but always playing some cadenzas that were bringing one movement to the other and giving him the time to change instrument without any pause. And it was really so interesting. And then he built up this energy, and then it calmed down, and he finished the concert with the Chacona, just solo violin playing with no effects, no amplification, nothing. And it
Wait,
was
wait.
really, really a fantastic experience. And also, it was in the church where the real Meister singer of Nuremberg were meeting. So it was a very special place with this
Yes,
very
yes, yes,
special
yes.
concert. It was really, really good. I loved it. And when I arrived there, I was,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can imagine. Yes, yes.
no, it's he's
Um,
he really has taste. I mean,
yes,
he's very
yes,
modern, but he really has good taste and wonderful
yes, yes,
technique.
yes, yes. And yeah, yeah, I don't have a technique like this. So what I feel is the wolf on the fa. And the
Ah,
third position on the A string, it really goes whoa, 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 whoa.
yes.
It's crazy. So
You
now
can,
I try to play more here, and then it's softer. When you play more here, it's softer
yes,
for the fa. Only for this note, eh?
yeah, I
Then I
know.
go back, but
There are two things that you can do to get it better. So one thing, there are exercises like really playing little glissandos from the F sharp to the wolf note, and try. You will see that the wolf note, it starts when you're getting there, when you're just playing that note, and then it starts the wolf note. But if you're going there with a glissando, it hardly starts. So what you are trying in going with a glissando from above and from below, and you will see that in a week or so, it will the range in which the wolf starts will be really thinner. And the other thing, this is only if this really annoys you, and you have a project and you have a concert and you really need not to have that wolf on that note, you can use stomastic strings. I don't know why, but with thomastic strings, you never have a wolf. It's typical of modern strings. Modern synthetic strings, they don't, well, the instrument resonate less. I mean, you're a Baroque player, gut strings are more open. When you use normal dominant, the instrument it's less open. I don't know how to express it in other way. So it's the same. When you, in a way, you don't solicit the instrument so much as with gut strings, the wolf note doesn't come out. So if you happen to have something really on that note and you have to play it and you really need not to have that problem. Also, I think also with the Aquila, the first and second Aquila synthetic, or with the thomastic, you don't have the wolf notes.
Yes, but I find when you play softly, more towards the fingerboard, you don't have the wolf. But then you have to come back fast. You have to be shifting fast with your bow.
Yes.
Yeah, because you cannot play everything softly at the fingerboard. But then you don't have it, or you play slightly out of tune, a little bit higher. Then you don't have it either.
Yeah. If possible, that's the trick.
But I don't have the wolf I cannot find it every day. It's really strange. It's not always there. Yesterday, I wanted to show someone who asked me, "What's a wolf?" I said, "Oh, I have a nice wolf. I will show you." I could not find it. And a few days before, I really heard the wow, 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 wow. And
So
I couldn't
you have a
find
shy
it.
wolf.
Yeah.
It's there only for you, but don't show to other people.
No.
So I think that the call is almost finishing again.
Yes.
But thank
And
you
I'm
so
hungry.
much for your time.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
bye
Thank
bye.
you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.